Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to, we're back on the big guns. I am back in the booth. We're doing some tractor bits, so you probably missed it. I've not, but you've missed it. It's going to be nice to get back on the big guns. I'm going to take you through some base coating and some clear coating. We've got 2 bonnets, 4 fenders, and we've got to paint the insides of these because these are a special colour. You have to paint the insides, so go around and paint all the insides of these. These will get baked, then you flip them over and then you paint the exteriors. So I'll take you through this process. We're using a solvent base coat, mixed 50-50. The gun we're going to be using is the GTI Pro Light. I'm just going to use it on a 1.2, full fan, full fluid, around 20 psi, and just drop some base coat down. So enjoy the video. I'll talk you through as much as I can. Doing some mixing and stuff like that. So we're in the mixing room and we're mixing the paint. First thing you need to do is stir the can up. First and foremost, take your lid off and stir it, give it a real good stir. Because when you've had a mixed paint from a supplier, it's going to settle overnight like this has. And just get it all them colours and bits to make that white mixed up. We're going to mix this 50-50 with, we're going to mix it with a fast thinner. Just go 50-50 in your measuring cup. Then get yourself a strainer. Always strain your paint because you never know what bits are going to fall in it. So get this mixed up and we'll get ready for spraying. Right, we've got our paint mixed up, strainer in there, spray gun ready. Now the first thing we're going to do on these is stack gun these down. These have been scotched inside and out on these, prepped with a DA on the outside, and then you have to scotch, red scotch the insides of these. So all the insides of these fenders, red scotch them inside down. Then I'm going to use a stack gun. This will get rid of all the dust, basically like blowing it off with an airline, but you're sort of deionising the surface, so it stops all the dust particles sticking. Just helps because when you're using and spraying on plastics, when you're wiping with tack cloths, they can build up a lot of static. So just a buzz around with that, and then we can start spraying. See you in a bit. There you go guys, in that time lapse you've seen I stack gunned everything down and then went in, just gave it a coat of white just to cover it up, just to take your eye off the blue. On the insides, all done. So I'll give these like 10-15 minute bake, then we can pull them out and then just nib off wherever there's any overspray, because you get little bits of overspray just puffed over here. Can be a little bit grainy, so let's go back over and tickle it all over with 400 to 500 grit, just nib it all back. Then we can bring it back in, clean it down, stack gun it again, and then start applying the white base coat to the outsides. So I'll see you in the next step. Guys, we are ready to move on to the next stage. I've got all the fenders and the 2 bonnets back in. So I took these out, they've been baked for like 15 minutes to dry that base coat off on the insides. Take them back out, and then where there's any overspray, I've just gone over with the red scotch and panel wipe and just scuffed them over again, cleaned them, then brought them in, panel wiped them again. Now I'm going to blow them off and tack rag them with the tack rag, and then I'll go in with the stack gun and then stack gun to finish, and then we can start painting. So I'll stick you in a time lapse, we'll buzz through that and then we'll start painting. There you go, in that time lapse we've cleaned them, statted them, tack ragged, so they're good to go. And I was working towards the filter, so start from the doors this end and blow down your panels going towards the filter. Then all the dust is going to go that way. So these are all good to go. I've got the base coat white in the gun. We're running full fan, full fluid, and around 20 psi. I'll just give it a little test. I'll stick you on the cam. I won't paint every single thing and take you through every process. I'll do a bonnet and I'll do a fender, and you'll see how the process goes down on the base coat. I'm not going to go too heavy on the first coat. I'm just going to do a nice coverage and get about 2, probably 3 coats on this to get coverage on this because it's blue, and we're going white on top. So enjoy the footage, and I'll see you when the base coat's down. first coat down. As you can see, I didn't go full coverage. Just the first coat, nice sort of not over wet coat, but just wet enough just to give it a coat. Now the second coat that I put, I'll go on a little bit wetter, a bit heavier, and build it up. We should get away with 2 coats on this. Not a problem, it'll cover it. But that's the first coat down. All you've got to do is take your time I'm using the TE10 cap for base coat on this, and I've ran it around 20 psi, just slightly about 20-22. Putting it down, full fan, full trigger. Just set your distance to about, on the panel you're looking at around sort of there, I'm going about 6 or 7 inches away, about there, and just do your even overlap going up, like a 50-50 overlap going up, just to get a nice coverage, even all the way through, so it's not liney or anything like that. So we'll do another coat. I won't put you through that, I'm just going to do the same again, just build up a little bit more, and I'll see you in the next stage when we come to the next cleaning process. Once the base coat's done. There you go, guys. It's hot in here. Beauty of a booth, when it's freezing outside, you just crank the heat on, it's lovely. But it does get a bit hot when you sort of move it around. We've got both coats on. This is the last one I did. So nice coverage on these. We've got something on this that needs addressing. As I came down and sprayed, I just clocked, see that little line? It's just a raised line there. Just see that in the light. I'm just going to come in 1500, just knock that back, whatever it is. We'll have a look. I think it's something that's landed in it. We'll knock that back and drop a little bit more base coat on that, but everything else is done. Gone down really smooth, as you can see. Nice smooth coat. And just built the second coat up a little bit wetter, overlapped it a little bit tighter, just worked it up to get that nice even coat. So I'm going to let these dry right down, come in, address that little bit that I've seen, go around and check, see if there's any other bits. But other than that, it's looking really clean. So I'll address that bit, get sorted, and then it will be a tack rag down, stack gun again, and then we can move on to the clear coat. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, we are ready for clear coating. I fixed the problem that was here. It's a little bit that had landed in it on this bit, so just sanded it off 1500, just wetted it, sanded it off at 15, dusted a bit of base coat, job done. Had a look around, everything else is good to go. I've got the clear coat mixed. We're using PPG clear coat, and we're going to be using the DV1 with the C2 air cap on 1.3, which is that one there. Running 2 bar pressure, full fan, full fluid, and just go around feathering the trigger. Where I need to put more, I'll put more. Just do a nice covered coat on the first coat, and then drop another coat on. So I'll take you through this bonnet and that fender, and then I'll get the rest of it done. Then I'll show you the second coat on that one and that one, and we'll be finished. So enjoy the video, see you at the end. coat. White has got to be the worst colour to paint, especially basic clear. You cannot see where you're going. You just go snow blind and you're just staring, and I'm thinking, is the gun putting any lacquer down? I can't see, but we've got a coat down on there. Let this flash off. So that's the first coat. And then that's the last one that I did. So I'm going to let this flash off for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Then come in and then just slow it up a bit, build the coat up. And just when you're painting white, just concentrate on what your gun's doing and where you're going with your gun on your overlap. Just sort of break things down to like a box. Paint the side, paint the front, paint the side, paint the top, and just break it down and just continue your overlap up. Actually, you can sort of get carried away, come round a spot, and you jump to another spot and you can get a dry patch and things like that. So just double check where you're going. I've got sort of a method going around these fenders. I always sort of start here, come round, then work round all the edge, come over the top, and then sort of across the front. But looking at these now, I can just see a couple of bits where it's just slightly shy on the clear coat. But you're going to get that because you're painting white. So it's the first coat, second coat, slow down, just double check where you're going. So I'll see you in the next coat. guys, we've got the second coat down. We are all done. There you go. Really hard to see with white, but it's a nice coat gone down on that. Really hard to see. You go snow blind painting whites. You just got to keep an eye on where you've been. Got a little dirt nib here, but other than that, they're really clean. There's no like dark dirt nibs in them. Come out all matching. Nice. Yeah, absolutely spot on for what we need it for. The finish just right. There you go. My job is done for today. I've got now, tomorrow we're doing 2 roofs, side panels, to finish this tractor off, because you've got 2 fenders and a bonnet, and you need the roof, the side panels, the wiper motor covers and things like that. So they'll be tomorrow. It'll be a full booth in tomorrow, so I'll run you through it again. We'll do the roofs. They're massive, they're like 8 feet square. Same again, this colour, base coat and clear coat. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Picked up a little bit along the way. Next thing for me to do is clean the gun out. I'm going home. So thanks for watching. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you in the booth tomorrow, guys. Cheers.